of technically Muslim in the same way McDonald's is technically food. I do all the holidays, but none of the morals. I do certain things differently to you guys. Like I eat a certain type of food. You guys can kind of eat anything. I fast once a month every year. You guys don't really do that. I'm going to heaven. You guys, I don't think that's happening. There's certain things that you can do that I can't do. Like having a portable charger. I can't really do that. It doesn't look good when there's a red wire sticking in my jacket connected to my handheld device. My phone died in West London and I was like, oh, I guess I live here now. So, yeah. I don't know. I was raised kind of around the place. I lived in Singapore for a bit. You guys ever heard of Singapore? It's a really great place. Singapore, if you don't know, it's an island that they kind of built on top of. So everything's built on water. Everything's pretty shaky. So when I moved here, I didn't really feel that homesick because England is also very structurally unsound. No, but in Singapore, people assume that because it's a nice place, I went to a school with only white kids. But there was actually a pretty small, nice brown community. There was only 3 of us, including me, and they were both related to me, and they both lived with me as well. But that's beside the point. They were my siblings, but that's fine. It was nice. We had this day in Singapore where you'd have to come in as your hero. And I dressed up as The Rock, the wrestler, because someone told me he was secretly Muslim. We had this one kid, Dan O'Sullivan, I'll say his name because that's his name, and he dressed up as Bob Marley, and he was white, like maybe the most white you've ever seen, and he was very committed, accent, dreads, face paint, everything, and he ended up leaving school for different reasons. His parents funneled a bunch of money into something, I don't know. But he, I also lived in Qatar. That's also something. The World Cup happened there. I was recently on the plane to Qatar, and this woman comes up to me, and she wasn't some woman. She worked at the plane, right? And she was like, "Oh, you should unplug your phone from the USB port." And I was like, "Why?" And she was like, "Oh, well, the plane needs all the energy it can get for takeoff." And I don't know if you know how planes work, but that's not how planes work.